I saw the film the other night. I think that you guys have developed on camera, at least, wonderful. The two characters are much closer, I think. How did you accomplish that?
I don't know. I think time sort of dictates a lot of that stuff. I thought it always worked pretty well, but now it seems like pretty well oiled. And I think that the script and the way we approached it was that, you know, from the last time we saw these guys on film, they've just been living their lives, and it's just pick it up from there, you know.
In a way, it's a very, very involving story. I mean, it's very easy to identify with the characters. I would like to know if you think like these two guys are like everyday heroes put in a spectacular situation. Or?
I think very much so. We think of them as everyday heroes who are simply ordinary. They do the same things we all do, you know, and they always do something that takes them out of that little niche. But yeah, they're just everyday people. I think that's why people are attracted to them.
I'd like to know why do you think the franchise is so popular all over the world?
It's got universal appeal, I think, because the characters are very human. And people are the same all over the world, man, really. And they access it on that level. They identify with it, you know. Yeah. That's all I can say. I don't know why. In other words, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and I really don't know why, but it works. And we're glad it works.
Yeah. Both of you have like very successful, I mean, the films that you're involved, they're normally box office success. Is that a source of pressure for you? Like, do you have to be as successful as your last film, or how does it work?
Well, no, it doesn't always happen either. I mean, it doesn't work like that. One hopes that it will, but it never works like that. You just got to get a pretty good batting average.
Big films like that, they make a lot of money, and you guys make a lot of money as well. Is this like a source for you to do other stuff? Like, you know, more smaller films, like you've directed some films and you do.
It doesn't hurt, you know? Doing other stuff, you know?
I don't think that it enables us to do other stuff. I think we could do other stuff anyway, and we do other stuff, but it doesn't enable us anymore.
How would you define a good actor? What's a good actor in your opinion?
Is he a good listener? I think is able to respond spontaneously and is able to be playful, I think.
Everybody talks about chemistry on the big screen. Is that something real, or is it, I mean, what's chemistry, and how do you develop chemistry between actors?
I mean, it's hard to define that. Sometimes it just works quite naturally. Other times it's really tough. Other times it doesn't happen. And there's a lot of variables on that. I think you know, if actors love what they're doing and they like working with one another and they interact and work well off on one another, it's pretty hard not to have some pretty good chemistry going there.
I would like to know what brought you to this fourth one. Why doing a fourth one?
Apart from the cash, just the notion that here was a project you could sink your teeth into that spent a long time developing, and it was time. It was just ripe for it. You know?
The end of the film is like, we're all family. I would like to know if it's easier for you to work among friends, or it could be more complicated. Working among, I mean, you've been working with a few years on this project.
I don't know. I don't understand your question really. Is it
easier for you to work among friends, like Richter and then Mel and Renee?
Yeah.
Because in some cases that could make it more complicated. Right? So I would like to know, how was your experience with easier?
Well, like you said, it's much easier to work when we know each other and we have a history, and so we use that as well. So it makes coming back to it an added pleasure.